Hey there, Shawna Karrasch here with another Ask Shawna answer. And this one actually is coming, it was a response to an Ask Shawna YouTube video. And it says, this is from Dita. Hello, I have a question for you. I've had my horse for over a year now. We instantly clicked when we first met. Long story short, we're an amazing match and he's a huge mama's boy. When I'm leading him into the pasture, he will stop and wait for me, then walk alongside me. Well, here's the problem. He isn't all about me in the winter with mommy this and mommy that. I want to be mommy doesn't care at all about the herd. I want to be with mommy doesn't care at all about the herd. Now when winter comes, he freaks out if I take him into the barn to brush him, hollering to them, running over me, not paying attention to me, head straight up, worries they will leave him. I mean, I understand with it being winter, I can't stay there as long and it gets dark early. Where I keep him, I have to be out by 8 p.m. So my question is there a way I can get him less herd dependent in the winter time, or maybe a way when he's with me, he's more focused on me and not what is going on out there with the other horses, or that they will leave him? Okay, so yeah, so we have, you know, and there's probably some more things at play here that I'm not 100% sure, but because it's winter and not summer, that's saying something. Something changes from summer to winter that makes him feel different. Now, I don't know if somebody left the herd, that, you know, somebody moved to a different barn and that's got him fired up, or if it's just because it's colder and he has more energy, so he puts it into, all of a sudden he becomes worried, or if, you know, there's a different, I just don't know exactly what is going on that triggers it, that from summer to winter. If you can figure it out, that will help a bit. But in any case, we can help because we always try and want to understand what's going on. But basically what he's feeling insecure and he wants to go back to the herd. All the good things happen with the herd and that's where he wants to go. And whether it's that they might leave him or, you know, I don't know exactly what's causing the separation anxiety, but there are ways to address it no matter what the cause is. So in here, Dita, there's a place where you're going to the barn, there's a place where he's calm, and there's a place in there, and it may not be this full-on screaming and everything. There's a place where he's walking like this, where he starts to go, wait a second, and that's all it takes, is that little thing where he starts going, wait, we're getting kind of far away. So you may not even really recognize it yet, but as you pay attention, I think you'll start to see where that place actually is, and that's what we call threshold. So when he's going along and he doesn't care, he's below threshold. When he gets to that point where he starts to go, wait, we're getting a little bit far, you've reached threshold. And that happens probably way before the barn. I think it happens way before that probably. So look for that little place. When you recognize where that threshold is, what I want to do, and maybe you do know where it is, but let's say it's 30 feet from the paddock, he's good. So what I would do, I would stop him at 28 feet from the paddock. Have some brushes with you. Do just some basic little grooming things. Now keep in mind, this is less about him and about, you know, him getting groomed and that sort of thing. This is more about working with his head and training his head. So what I would do is I would stop and I would start just grooming him a little bit. Now we've stopped, so I'm saying it like, I'm just making up where this distance is. I'm saying at 30 feet is where he just starts to go, wait a second. I'm saying keep him at 28 feet. So we're in his comfort zone. We're under threshold. And what I do is I'd brush him. When he's calm and relaxed, I'd click and reinforce. Brush him again. And when I mean calm and relaxed, be watching those ears, those eyes, those neck, the head carriage, you know, is his nostrils all tight or is it nice and soft? Is he just, so I want to just see him like this. Now, if I want to see how he normally is when you can groom him, you know, so we would just want to see that normal guy. And if that normal guy isn't really 100% relaxed, I would work on that too, but that's a little bit of a separate issue. So what I would look for is I would say, okay, we're going to stop at 28 feet. And then you stop at 28 feet and just start brushing him. And when he's kind of just sitting there like, okay, no big deal, I'm nice and relaxed, click and reinforced as he's relaxed. Remember, the behavior you click on or bridge on, you can use whatever. You don't have to use a clicker. But you can, whatever behavior you click on, whatever bridge signal you've just decided to use, whenever you bridge or click, the behavior you click on is the behavior you're going to see more of. So you want it to be the action that you want to see more of. In this case, the action is relaxing. So we want to see this. This is what we want to see more of. So this is what you want to click. So if he goes like this, that's not the moment to click, because now we have tension in there. So you want to look for that nice, calm, relax. So as he's kind of goes back and he's soft, relaxed, click and reinforce him. So you go, oh, okay, that's great. And then go back to the brushing. And he may be paying a little bit of attention because you just fed him. Might be a little like, oh, well, what are you going to do? And when he kind of starts to go, oh, I don't think anything, that's when I click and reinforce again. Again, you're building relaxation into this equation. Make it very reinforcing. I'd make it short and sweet. And remember, you have two reinforcers here. One, you have food that he values as a reinforcer. Two, you have the herd, which he values their company as a reinforcer. So what I do is when he's nice and calm and relaxed, I give him big handfuls, say, that's great, let's do a little bit more. Big handfuls, that's great. And then I would take him and put him back with the herd. So that you're making it very short and sweet. And you're saying, look, when you're calm and relaxed, you will not only get food, but you'll get to go back to the herd. So keep in mind, you have two reinforcers there. And then maybe you put him back for a minute, 2 minutes. Give him enough time just to kind of feel like he's settled there. Ask him, then take him again and take him maybe to 30 feet. Brush him a little bit. He's calm and relaxed. That's great. So now we've gone just a little bit further and put them away and leave it there. So reinforce, and put them away. So what you're trying to do, you're trying to build up a better association with being with you and being away from the herd. Right now, he makes a choice and he thinks, I would rather be with the herd. I don't want to be here. So what it shows me is it's more reinforcing to be with the herd than it is to be out here. Now, if we take him over threshold to a place where he's just hollering and worried, we've lost him mentally. So we want to work with a place where he can still think and focus, where we still have him with us. So that's what I'm saying. You want to work under threshold and just let that be and build it up slowly. And he'll start to realize he gets to go back pretty soon, make it a little bit, sometimes it's a little shorter, sometimes it's a little longer, but keep them all pretty short in the beginning. So you start to feel like he's like, I'm totally with you and I'm not worried at all. And then eventually get him a little bit further and take him, a little bit further, but spread it out over some time. Remember, I like to say slow down, you'll go faster. So take the time, build the foundation first of all, if you haven't already. Build that foundation where he really likes the clicker, he really likes the target. The target can also really be your friend in here. As you just kind of say, hey, can you target? Good. As he starts to see the target, it can bring him mentally to this place, this good place, this relaxed place where it's good emotional state that we've conditioned with this. So that's why we look for that relaxation. And then so as he gets better about it, it will go faster in the long run, but we need to build that foundation and we should only go as fast as they're comfortable. For some horses, they're going to go bang, 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 I'm over it, I'm done. And for some horses, depending on how ingrained it is or whatever created this in the first place, it may take a little longer, it may take longer, but the key is let him be the guide. Only go as fast as he's ready. Do not move to the next step. Do not move closer until he's completely relaxed with the step before. So you don't think, okay, 28 feet was okay, I'm going to go to, but not great. Let's say. Okay, so let's say 28 feet was good because we started under threshold. And then you got to 30 and that was pretty good. And then you got to, 35, but 35 started to look a little bit like, I'm a little worried. That doesn't mean the next time you automatically go to the next increment. It means you want to stick at that increment till you bring him out and you never see him falter. He just stays the whole time completely relaxed, completely good. Then it's time to move to the next step. So don't be in a hurry. It's the foundation you build and the time that you take will save you time in the long run because you'll build this up as a better behavior all the way around. And keep in mind, if he has that separation anxiety just about the barn and going to get groomed, it's going to pop up all over the place, whether you're trailering in some place or you're trying to take him out on a trail or you're moving him around, different things that may happen. So it's really good to be able to address this problem because it will crop up again in a different situation. Anyway, so I hope that helped you out, Dita. I mean, there's a lot of information there, and let me know how things are going and how your guys coming along with this. And if you hit another roadblock, please don't hesitate to get a hold of me. I'm happy to help out and to see you through. Anyway, so if you or anybody else has any questions, please don't hesitate to get a hold of me at AskShawna.com or ShawnaKarrasch.com. And until next time, enjoy getting your horse on target. Bye-bye.